Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decoria and I hope you're all doing great. So today I will be sharing two Dollar Tree spring DIYs that are super cute, super easy, and they won't break the bank. So if you care to see how I put these two DIYs together, then keep on watching. All of the items are from Dollar Tree, starting with this bunny face wood sign. I have the Dollar Tree chalk letters by Crafty 26 piece. I have the glass candle holder, this really pretty marbled decor piece, and I'll also be using the white and pink acrylic paint from Dollar Tree, and the pink is cotton candy. Okay, so here I start off by removing the hardware in the back of the marble decor piece. And then here I just take a little bit of sandpaper and sand down those holes. Okay, so here I am removing the jute twine from the wooden bunny, and then taking my white Dollar Tree acrylic paint, I am going to paint the front as well as the back. So now taking the marbled decor piece, I will be using the back as the front of my decor piece. So I'll be painting that white, and then on the actual front of this decor piece, I will be painting it in the pink cotton candy acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. Now taking the glass candle holder, I'll be using that same cotton candy pink acrylic paint, and I will be giving this 2 coats of paint. Now taking my ruler, I'm going to measure 1 centimeter all the way around, making a border in which I will be painting the border pink. And again, the same cotton candy pink acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. Here I have some Max Patch spackle from Dollar Tree. It was a little bit hard, but I added some water and it did end up working, and I took that and just covered those 2 holes in the bunny ears and then sanded that down. Then I took my pencil and just freehand I drew in the inner part of the bunny ear, and then again used that same pink cotton candy to paint that in, adding also a little bit of white just to add some depth to the ears. now taking my chalk letters. I will be using 2 packs for this because I was short 3 letters to spell out bunny stops here. And I will be using my hot glue to adhere them to the decor sign. Then adding the glue to the bunny's face, I will glue the decor sign in front, and I will have him sitting a little bit on an angle. So I wanted to cover the top of the candle holder so that the sign would sit nicely. So I ended up just taking the round metal disc that comes in the package of the magnetic buttons. I always keep these because I always seem to find a space to use them in a DIY. And this was a really good example of where I could use one, and it worked out great. I ended up adding a little bit of pink paint to it as well, but I did glue it down using my E6000 glue. And then once I had the disc glued onto the candle holder, I used the E6000 glue as well to adhere my sign to the metal disc. Now, should you make this, it's really up to you whether you want to paint the back. I decided to paint it because where I'm placing it, there is a mirror directly in behind, and so I wanted the back to look just as pretty as the front. So here I have a Dollar Tree hair piece that my daughter wasn't using anymore. Well, I don't know if it was for hair or you attach it on for a costume, but anyways, I picked it up at the Dollar Tree. I just ripped off the alligator clip in the back and then hot glued it to the bottom of the bunny face so that it looked like it was his butt, and I think it looked really, really cute. And here is the finished result. I think it is a super cute little decor piece to keep in your home. Bunny stops here. How adorable is that? And as I said, I wanted the back to look just as cute as the front, and I think this little cottontail on the bunny's butt really did it. So a really cute, inexpensive DIY that you can make using all items from Dollar Tree. So with this next DIY, like the first, everything is from Dollar Tree with the exception of this printout. I just went into Google and I typed in free printable bunny and printed it out. I have this canvas pennant banner by Crafty, and there are 6 pennants on this banner. I also have some pom-poms. Now I would have liked them to be all white, but I'm trying to use some of the supplies I already have on hand, so I use the white and yellow pom-poms from Dollar Tree. I have a 12-piece pack of magnetic buttons, and I also have some craft fabric from Dollar Tree. I was going to go with the polka dots and decided on the blue and white buffalo check. Now I then had this double-sided street sign, If you can find the Dollar Tree decorations, the wooden ones where you get the 6, 8, or 12 pieces in a pack, then you'd be able to skip this step. But I didn't have those, so I used this sign to cut out the bunny as well and then use it as a surface to glue or Mod Podge my fabric bunnies onto so that they were more solid. And that's it. So without further ado, let's jump into this next DIY. I hope you enjoy. So here I begin cutting out my printable bunny. A really great tip is if you get the, I can't remember what they're called, the plastic, you get 2 in a pack. They are the rectangular plastic, I don't even know what they call them, but a lot of people will use them for the inside of their fridge to line their shelves. If you use those, because they are a harder plastic and you have a printable that you really like, just trace your printable onto that and then cut that out. This way it is a much stronger template that you can keep and use for other DIYs. Now also with this, I didn't iron down my fabric piece. I ended up ironing down my bunnies after I had already cut them out, but it is a good idea to iron down your fabric. This way when you're cutting it out, it doesn't curl up. And this bunny did a lot of curling. So either before or after, but I think before, it's just easier to cut the bunny out as well. So here I just turn the fabric over to the back side, and I turn my bunny template as well to the back side, and this way I can trace the bunny out with my pen and I don't have to worry about any pen marks. And then I repeat this step so that I have 6 bunnies that I have cut out. And then I will do the same onto the double-sided street sign by tracing out the bunny and then cutting them out as well. So now that I have my bunnies cut out on the street sign as well as the fabric, I take my Mod Podge and I add it to the street sign and then place the fabric bunny over top. And then I will go ahead and take the Mod Podge again and apply it to the top of the fabric bunny and then let that dry. Here I'm gluing on the pom-poms, one to each bunny butt. And here I'm gluing on one magnet to the front of each bunny. Okay, so here I've just laid out my banner. So I've taken the jute twine and I've pulled it from the left and right of the table. I found the center point of the jute twine and I just taped that down, and now I'm using my tablecloth as a spacer. So you can see I have 4 rows in between each pennant. Now this banner has 6 pennants, but I only have 4 on the table right now because my table's not wide enough. But once I have these 4 glued down, then I can do both ends of the banner to complete gluing the pennants onto the jute twine. Now I decided not to glue the magnet to the pennant, and the reason for that is it is very simple just to take a magnet and place it behind the pennant when I'm adding the decor piece to the front of the banner. Also because I don't have to worry about which way I'm gluing my magnet onto my decor piece, because I don't want the magnet to repel once I place it on my pennant. And if I have a magnet permanently glued onto the pennant, I will always have to check and make sure before gluing my other magnet to the decor piece. This way I don't have to worry about it. I just place it in behind and then place my decor piece in front, and they stay on very, very nicely. So now with this banner here, I noticed that on the banner there are 2 little notches on each side of the pennant. And the reason for that is because the jute twine sits right at the, I'll show you here what I mean. There you can see 2 little cutouts on each side. And so the jute twine will just lay right where I'm showing you. And then the glue goes above that, and then you fold it over so that you have a nicer look to the top of the banner. Now I will be gluing this backwards, but no problem, because once I have them glued in place, I just flip it around and then put my bunnies on the other side. So here you can see I have the 2 magnets. One is permanently glued to the decor piece, which is the bunny, and then the second magnet I just place it in behind, and it holds the bunny up really nicely. And here is my adorable buffalo checked cottontail bunny banner, and I absolutely love it. I have had my red truck banner that I made, I can't even remember when. I'll post the link to that video in the description box below if you care to see it. But ever since I made that, I have had that banner up on my mantle, and I have just been changing it out seasonally because I love it so much. But I thought I would change it up just a little bit and have something a little bit more subtle, and I love this. It really is pretty and simple, and I just love the fact that if I want to keep this up, that I can definitely just change it out as the seasons change. Well guys, that will do it for these 2 spring DIYs. I really hope that you enjoyed them. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Share the video if you can. It greatly helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love and appreciate it if you did. As always, you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye for now.